devices for the system. Without ado, Musashi can be started from the customization. So first of all, you just choose a pilot selection, and then you can become a pilot. And according to who you're going to be, you're going to be having a different experience. And so then you can go to the aircraft, and aircraft has various functions. You can go up in the air or soar down or plummet. And this is the navigation Haruka. And this Haruka is a person from the navigation, and I am dubbing her voice as well. And she's like an idol, and she's a really fresh girl. And during her combat, when you want to be invigorated, I think you definitely want to meet Haruka. And next is another customization. And there's a lot. And the mobility changes too. The arm and body and the neck. You can just freely customize yourself according to your taste. And you can keep on going for your customization. And there's so much customization, and there's so much. And when you're just adhesing your legs and arms, you just love that feeling. You just keep on selecting, and then adhese, and then connect. And that's the fun part of the game. Wow. So there's a lot of parts. Yes. And it's called, so it's one of the mission clear, and you go on, and it's a part of the game. It's called hug slash methodology. Oh, yes, I should do that. And you can't stop doing that. And it's like a toy. It's a very gigantic robot, but then by changing your parts, it's very fun. Makes you feel you're handling a toy. And you just comes to the mind that the LVX. It's so fun. And there's 4 types of weapons. It's about the very near weapon and the shooting weapons. And you can have these weapons used by 3. Oh, so you can utilize various combinations. So let us go through the generic thing. This is great sword. This is very big one. And then this is a very great sword. And then there's the sword and shield. And right now he's already having the machine gun, but there's a knuckle too. And those are the short-term and hand weapons. And then there's machine guns. Oh, I love that machine guns. But then you might be starting losing the bullets. It's a lot of things to do. There's bazooka. Whoa, bazooka. And further on, there's another different phases, and this is now looking at LVDX feeling. So you can just select a very big one or a very smaller one. So this is a motherboard, and upon the motherboard, this is called a gaming PG, and the fan, the heat is something that the players are really mindful about. And for this one, this is going to be a weapon, or you're going to be gaining a status, which is going to be definitely a stronger one. And me, I want to just device over, combine, and I want to combine a bigger one, and the bigger one combined by the very small one. And I was very loving that way for the LVX era. From here on, I think I'm going to be taking time, so I think that's going to become my new hobby. I like speed, and I like to work on very near weapons, and that's some kind of a defense that I wanted to do. I wanted to have a close combat. Yes, so I wanted to combat. Oh, now it's about the customization externally. Oh, you can make yourself shiny. So yes, it's reflecting, it's glittering, it's very shiny. And what it is related to the Raptor's fight, I don't know, but you can just make yourself glitter. And now you can make yourself matte too. And Oh, maybe you can just select some parts to make one glitter shiny, but the other one's matte. And for metallic, you can change that too. Yes, that's impressive. So, what are these figures? I don't know, but then you can just put in some impression into the numbers too. Maybe it can be your level of heat and level of stronger feeling, and you can change the sides too. The vertical location, vertical size can be options too. And there's angle differences too that you can just choose. So it's just like the car helm. And if you're creating some plastic models, maybe you will understand. Oh yes, that's the one that you can create the designs. And you would like to be feared by the aliens. Yes, I'll do it secretly. So those are what we can do for the customization. And now, let us go into the mission. It's very fun and I would like to move it. So it's real combat. We're creating this for the real combat. Oh, there's some people that does never come out from the bunker because they have so much time making the combinations. And Musashi itself is very big. It's colossal. Now we're going into the real battle. So at maximum, this is a multiplayer 3-person play that we can play with and enjoy. So right now we're under the preparation. So through the online, you can battle. And the machine that you just customize is coming down from the sky. And this is Megaton level. And the sandstorm is something that you saw when the robot landed. Right now we're looking at the robot's action. Look at that, the director. And these robots are making a terraforming, making holes in the earth, and we can't accept them. We can't tolerate them. And the earth is now invaded so much, they're harmed so much. And robot is trying to defend another robot. Musashi has 2 real swords. And when we talk about Musashi, there is the swords master who used to be able to maneuver 2 swords at a time. So Musashi is following that name. And it's so cool. You see the sparks out. And by navigation, we heard Haruka's voice. And so by that, Haruka is supporting the fighting combating pilot. And when I'm making my speech, I sound to be so loud voice. And you can just change your direction. And you can change that intuitively. And you can just switch your movement. So you can go. So if you're done with all your enemies, then you can go into the next level. And you can enjoy the voice too, and you're immersed. And the music playing is just the same with the programs. Go. And that's a Ryusei kick.
You can cut in and use your special move. It's, the kabuki special move, kabuki function, the hanagata of kabuki. Play. So yeah, you can also use the special move. There are 4 sets and a Megaton punch. Here we go. You attack after you pull the enemy over. That's fun. So you eradicate the tractors and you can free the areas up, then you can move on to the next stage. So you level up and while you kill more enemies. It's really fun. Everything is to take the Earth back. Every strike is for that purpose. It's fun. Maybe I shouldn't say that because it's such a noble cause. But the stamina, capability are different, and you can also level up your status. So there are a lot of room for you to play around. Oh, this looks so amazing. Oh, that feels so exhilarating. Megaton Punch again. Feels so fun. And also there are a lot of types of different enemies. Like something look like insects. Okay, now we're moving on to the next stage. Oh, there's something gigantic. It's a fusion enemy. The unit is dissolved and reorganized and becomes something gigantic. Well, it's a Megaton level, but that's something even bigger. So you will have a field with you in the center. This is something quite important. It enhances your defense capability and your offense capability. Do you like that? Sorry, it decreases your defense capability and increases your offense capability. I really love that because it's a multiplayer. So that was quite huge bump. There's also a role play mode. So tank has a role to track all the attacks to defend their comrades. And there's also an effect when you can put everybody in the field. And there's also a healer. So the enemy has been destroyed and the earth has been protected. But another one disappeared. Overwhelmingly, the enemies are strong. Unfortunately, the directors are extremely strong. But the human being, the mankind, is not giving up. And it's a giant wasp. So these three characters, it is very important to cooperate in roleplay. So it's not only about close combat, you also have to build strategies and converse with each other. Like in the animation, the characters give instructions to each other. So that is also reflected in this game. This is the weapon that can only be used here. This is Muramasa. It's going to be cut into half, the enemy. It's huge, it's dazzling. When you play a multiplayer, when you use the kabuki function, your screen is going to be spectacular. Look spectacular. Maybe you can use it in the beginning and you wait till the gauge to fall and you use it again. That must be really fun. You have to give everything out in order to protect the earth. That must be fun. Or you can play slowly and steadily. The attack range is quite wide, so the enemy, I mean. So you have to avoid the attacks in a smart way and strike back. So it's going to be very busy. Maybe I can have the strongest healer ever in my team, and then I just can focus on attacking. I think your idea is very close to Yamato himself. You know, when you strike the enemies, when you attack the enemies, because these enemies took the earth away from you, so you really, really hate them. It is a game, but I can identify myself with those kids who are trying to protect the earth. And you can the cockpit perspective is also very interesting. Sometimes the parts are broken, and the cockpit can repair the parts. Here again, the function Muramasa. I think the attack capability is totally different depending on the pilot. Yamato is so cool. So you can do it up to 3 times. Okay, so I shouldn't use this function in the beginning. Or you can divide roles among the 3 characters. Oh, we destroyed this. Destroy the enemy. Items. What kind of items are there? Oh, you want reward, of course. Well done. You know, your voice is saying that please go back after you finish your mission. It's not about items. Congratulations for your victory. This looks so fun. This looks amazing. Yeah, and you can also get a lot of experience. And here are the items that you want. So you can get a lot of parts. Hack and slash. You open it. I really like opening up and to see what kind of parts and items I got. So you can use those parts to customize your robot further. And then there's something called legendary level items that are really, really rare. So you can become a legend yourself. So how do you like it? It looks so fun. It looks there's a lot of room to play. And I saw this for the first time, and it's going to be released on 11th of November, so it's coming around the corner. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching the video.